And wake up money, the real estate market looks bleak, but not for Houston. Chris Schilling with Turbo Realty is here this morning. So Chris, what makes Houston stand out? What is the market doing?
Really, the market's pretty good here in Houston, which is the good news. You know, there's I study economics at Texas A&M, and there's lies, there's damn lies, and then there's statistics. And so depending on how it is that you tell the numbers, you can paint a different story. But the story in Houston is we're doing really well. We're selling homes a little quicker.
How long does it take to sell?
Right now, it takes 92 days to sell a home. That's the average for all the homes that are out there on the market. There's about 30,000 that are active.
Is that nationwide or just in Texas?
That's just in Texas.
Okay.
And see, this is one of the things that we see on television. So we talk about foreclosures, and I wanted people to know that the market's really good here in Houston. You look at like Las Vegas, Nevada, and it takes 6 years to sell a home.
Really?
Right, and so that's where some of the statistics are coming in. So they're looking at these national averages.
And how much off of the original price can people ask?
Yeah, so what happens is if you look at the number of homes that are sold over the year, about 72,000 that go on the market and off the market, the average discount off the list price is 3%. And so one of the things that we're seeing is that it's a little bit deeper discount, so it's 96.4%, so it's about 0.6 of a point more. So about 4% off of list price instead of 3%, so it's a little softer.
I see.
But one of the biggest problems that we're having is that when you look at the days on market, the reason that it's taking homes longer to sell is people are making two mistakes, or there's two things that are going on that affect them. Is that one, they're pricing them too high, and so it takes a little bit longer to sell. And then the other part is that the banks are looking a little harder at the customers, so it's taking longer for you to close the transaction. And so that's some of the reasons that we're pushing out the days on market.
Last time we talked about for folks that are looking to get a home loan, it's going to be a little more difficult because they have to put more money down on that loan.
Well, and that's one of the things that they're looking at. And so it's created, the consumers are a little more skittish, and the banks are a little more skittish, so everyone's a little more skittish, a little more afraid. And so it's just taking longer for things to happen.
What can you do to increase the odds that you're going to sell for more and move it a little bit quicker?
The very best, and it's counterintuitive, but the very best thing that you can do is price it right from the onset. Because if you price it too high, and then it discount, it takes longer for it to sell, and so it gets to a point where you actually would sell it for less than what it is that it probably should have sold for had you priced it a little closer to what the market's doing.
Do you know, how do you price it? I mean, clearly, if you have a real estate agent working with you, they can guide you on that, right?
You bet. And so that's one of the things that's so important is that it's just like all these numbers. I mean, if we were to look at, 5% up and 2% down, what does it all mean? And so you need someone to come in and help you read the tea leaves. In order to find out what do these things actually mean to me, what's happening in my specific market so that we can sell the home. So employ a realtor, have them come and talk to you about what's your home worth and what's the best strategies. One of the things that we're not seeing is that really when you talk to a realtor, you need to ask them what's the strategy for us to sell the home. If they come in and just say, well, we're going to price it and put a sign out and just hope for the best, that's probably not the best way to sell a home.
You may want to get a new realtor.
Maybe want to get a new realtor. But get a realtor to help you figure out what's going to be the best strategy and price it right, and then really take great photos. That's one of the best things that we tell customers because everyone goes to the internet.
That's the first one you look at. I know. When I look at a new apartment complex or something, if I'm moving, you got to look at those photos.
Everyone looks at the photos, and so more photos, high-quality photos. I mean, we've seen it where the photos are upside down or they're blurry or, they don't show the room or they show the furniture, like they're selling the furniture. So, show the house so that you can help sell the home.
All right. Thanks, Chris Schilling, Turbo Realty. We appreciate it. Let's check your commute one more time here, 540